Watch us play with their balls.
She gets mad when she plays with balls.
Hi folks, welcome to the Joemain. This is the Joemain Friday Special Edition. On my right I have Paul, Martha.
That's me.
Android expert, at least the best one I know. On my left I have Liz Slater-Beck, the craziest MC in Baltimore, also an iOS fan. Show us your iPhone. She's an iPhone with a broadcast case on it, it's cute. And today we're going to have a small debate on iOS versus Android. But first, let's go with the introductions. Paul, tell us about yourself.
Yeah. So,
What is your name? What is your favorite color?
I like long walks on short piers. Spend a lot of time on the beach. I don't read.
You can't, actually. So, what device do you have?
I have a Droid X. Got it July last year. And fucked around with it one day, and all of a sudden I just started saying, you know what? There's all these people that did all this hard work and made it easy to root and mod and everything. So I was like, hey, I'll just do that. So I never fucked around with the iPhone because
You had a 3G, right?
I had a 3G. Yeah. And then when Apple,
Doesn't matter.
all right.
I mean, I'm asking you questions, so usually you talk
So
to
yeah,
the
you
person
should.
that-
So anyway, like I was saying, back in what is it, June, July when they released iOS 3 or whatever, dicked up my phone. I got mad. I was like,
So iOS 4. I can put that in
iOS 4.
Okay.
So they released that, jacked up my phone. I got mad. I didn't have service in my house. I got the femcell thingy, femtocell. Like I said,
The femcell.
I got the lady cell in my house.
Why didn't you ever take out the trash?
Yeah, and it would ask me things like that, and I said, I cannot deal with this thing. So I looked at it and I said, I can't deal with you.
That we put in the kitchen.
And then I went to the store and I said, here's your thing back, and I'm gonna go to Verizon. So I did, and I was actually just chasing the device. I didn't actually hold any allegiances to at&t. I've been having at&t at the time for 4 or 5 years.
You just come up to the end of your contract, so it's kind of a logical move.
Yeah, I had like 2 weeks left. The Droid X came out, and I was like, shiny new thing. I should go buy it. So I
Massive
did.
screen, by the way.
Yes. 4.3 inches around. No, but it was 4.3 inches. It's just gonna be a disaster. It's gonna be great. Fuck, edit that part out.
It's awesome.
So yeah, tired of at&t, shiny new thing, went to the store, bought it, and I read about how easy it is to modify the phone, and then all these one-click solutions came out for rooting the phone, and then I figured, well, what the hell? I started reading about it and said this thing's pretty easy, did it, and then that was that. Been through 4 or 5 different ROMs, sometimes in the same week.
Can you tell us about when you break your phone?
Yeah.
You had a little panic at there, and you didn't realize you could recover from that, right?
No, I knew that you could recover from it, but it was just a matter of getting the SBF file from Motorola, which as soon as they came out with the original Droid, and it was like great phone, easy to mod, blah 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 blah.
I hate that phone, by the way. I call it the Motorola Poser, as in P-O-Z-O-R. Anyway, you were saying?
They came out with the milestone, I guess, and locked their bootloader and said, hey developers, go fuck yourself, but thanks for making the phone pop. So then locked the bootloader in this phone, and I don't know what the hell I did, but yeah, I bricked my phone and couldn't even turn it on. I don't know what the hell I did. So I had to track down the SBF file, and then tried to use RSD Lite on, that didn't work out, so my phone was still bricked on my birthday, so nobody could call me and leave me messages.
Yeah.
So got a lot of phone calls for my birthday that I didn't get messages for. Luckily, I use Google Voice so I can check all my messages on my computer, which I did, and I was really glad that everyone called me and said happy birthday, Paul. And then I figured out that I could use Ubuntu.
Ubuntu or Ubuntu or I don't really know.
Or Linux.
Linux is probably the more accepted term.
I use a sweet Linux.
I want to catch Magic Missile.
So
Actually, Ubuntu is a pretty cool product these days. Back in the day, it was another one of those IKEA build-it-yourself operating systems. These days, it's almost as easy to use as Windows is, almost.
it actually was really easy to use. Like it was almost like using
You
a
don't
Mac.
actually do anything.
You mean like web surfing doing anything, or like actual programming doing anything? Because if you mean programming, yeah, I'm not doing anything. I don't do shit. I put Ubuntu on my computer, bam bam boom, unbricked my phone. Works great. I didn't have to go to Verizon. Can I buy another one for $500, please? And now it works, and I'm now using Liberty ROM. It's been up 1.5, and
Where'd you get the ROM?
I stole it. I didn't steal it. I got it from XDA developers, and it's an awesome site for developing shit.
Yeah, I can attest to that one. I used to cook ROMs for Windows Mobile back in the day, and I hung out on that site a lot. I only recently found out they were doing Android stuff now. I guess Windows is kind of not cool anymore. Anyway, Liz.
No, they other stuff.
Hi, Liz.
Shouldn't speak very well.
No.
Or at all.
So, okay, now me and Liz, we have iPhone 4s. She has hers in a nice, pretty case that broke. Both of us are on 4.2.1 jailbroken iOS. She doesn't have anything installed, though. I checked. And one of the reasons why I got these two clowns together is we're going to have a little bit of a discussion about iOS versus Android. It's not going as planned because as I checked out his phone before the shoot,
It's Mo Beta.
it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, Mo Beta.
I honestly think that's probably due to the footwork by the developers at XDA developers.
It's 100% due to their footwork.
Yeah, I think Paul even agrees with me that Android out of the box is just rubbish.
Garbage. The UI is complete garbage.
So I think, Google should probably hire some of those people from XDA developers and actually make a decent product.
No, Google's fine. It's Motorola and HTC
So,
and Samsung that put
these companies get the Android source.
They get a
from
phone.
Google,
They get
right?
a phone, and it has basic Android on it. And then they're like, "Is there a way that we can make it slower? Is there a way that we can make it not so user friendly? Not that basic Android's user friendly.
I was going to say, even basic Android isn't very responsive. It's not as slick as that.
I don't know. All I've ever had was this phone, so I couldn't tell you. I mean, I've
played
used
with a lot of different devices that had basic Android on them, or even some of the the sense or the blur or any of that rubbish. Again, it's not ever been that great. I think his phone's probably been the most impressive I've seen. It is the token smooth and lagless UI that I bitch about Android all the time. It's very smooth, although obviously there's going to be hardware limitations because the screen isn't as accurate as an iOS device. That's one of the first things that I notice when I'm trying to type on it or what have you.
And that's
swipe,
the first thing I
swipe
noticed.
swipe kind of gets past that the input interface that is available on the phone.
We were talking about the touchscreen and how the iPhone is incredibly accurate, and it is. And
there's a reason for that. It's not that iOS is better than Android. It just happens to be Apple has the patent on capacitive touch, and all the other companies like Motorola and Samsung and HTC have to buy a license to that patent, or they have to try to replicate it as best as they can, which they don't do very well, as seen in some of the Gizmodo tests about a year ago or so on various touchscreen devices. Yeah, they had a robot go through and touch, patterned lines, and the iPhone crushed all the other devices.
Do the robot. That's for you, Lana.
I don't think she watches the show.
Actually, she will now. I'm on it. Dang. Ratings will go up.
She'll bring an audience.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this screen is more accurate than the original Droid that I've used, and it could be all in my head. It probably is because it's my phone, and I feel like it's better.
Well, I would say it probably is because it's a later generation.
Yeah. But that's the only thing I've really noticed, and the polish of the Apple is head and shoulders above Android. Which that's fine, but
you're not helping the debate here.
No, I know I'm not.
Neither am I. I'm like, this is really great. I'd have one of these, and I would.
I think I might be walking out of this house with the new iPhone 4, and he'll be keeping my word. Actually, it's pretty sweet. But no, just the polish and everything. But I think it's more for the Apple developer or Apple user. Most people that buy iPhones are it's the status symbol. It's not
Well, one of the things about iPhones is the UI is designed so that you can potentially hand a device over to grandma and she'd be able to use it. It uses a lot of pictography and glyphs instead of text, so you don't have to do a whole lot of reading to understand how it works. You want to use the phone, you tap the phone icon. There are the numbers you're used to seeing on a telephone. not fucking helpful. I don't think. I think for a mobile developer, Android is probably going to be a better platform because it is slightly more open. In the jailbreak scene, it's wide open. There's no restrictions on what APIs you can use, and the coding isn't difficult at all.
Awesome.
Excuse me. I think they're more geared towards two different audiences. And I had Paul here because he previously had an iPhone, but I was under the impression for some reason he had an iPhone 4. That's how I get to that point. Yeah. And I'd slice it so you don't see when it begins and ends. Yeah. Okay. Feel free to make crazy noises.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good mic sound. Holy shit! That was amazing!
I ask her to do it every time I see her.
He does the robot thing for us. Can I honk your horn?
With our powers combined.
I don't make noises. I just crush a lot. No, just kidding.
He likes to crump.
Alright,
I don't actually have a crump, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, kebabs. iOS device.
Because my husband told me to.
You are not helping.
And that is why everyone gets an iPhone. That is exactly why everyone gets an iPhone.
Well, I am married to a gadget nut. But I am an Apple fan.
Guy.
He's a good guy. He's a great guy. Anyway. I need a drink.
You sound like you need a cigarette.
Well, in the series, I've always been an Apple person because of being a graphic artist.
So what are you saying, that me with my massive workstation here, I can't be a graphic artist?
I didn't say that.
Got too many screens.
It just sounds.
I could also make fun of watermelons too.
What kind of couch you got?
I'm not getting any tonight. Well, anyway, when this goes online. Edit that part out.
He's gonna report the link as soon as it's online. This is full of racism!
Yeah, report. Unlike, this is not cool. This guy's white. It's not awesome. So.
His head's too shiny. If I could speak to all the moms out there, I like the iPhone because it gives me, just for me and my uses, I like the fact that I have a video camera, I have my data, everything that I need, and I have something to entertain the children with and myself, because I need to be entertained.
I like that I have a camera that shoots 8 megapixels and 720p, and I can use my phone.
And you want to blind people with
without having a fight with Steve Jobs about what I use my phone for. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, it has all the same features. I think a lot of the developers that make apps for the iPhone make apps for
yeah, and I think a lot of the things that feature, the features that people compare are really just standard fare on phones these days. Like, you just don't get a phone that doesn't have a camera on it. So having the camera, comparing the cameras on the iPhone and Android is more of a device to device, not operating system to operating system.
And I think it's more like a pissing phone.
Yeah, well, like I said,
8. It doesn't take any better pictures, but it's got 8 megapixels.
Like I said in a couple shows ago, people tend to get married to the device for which they paid money to, and especially providers that they're stuck into a contract with, they tend to Verizon is so much more awesome than AT&T because I
can make phone calls underwater with my Verizon service. I don't know about your AT&T service. Yeah. That's what it was sounding like when I got it, from what people were talking about Verizon before I switched them. When I got it, I was like, this fucking service is the same.
That's exactly what I said.
A lot of the same,
all wireless service is stupid. It sucks.
Yeah, no joke. I literally went to downtown Bethesda. I went to the diner, a shitty diner in the middle of Bethesda. And I had a friend with Sprint and a friend with AT&T. They both had 3G service. I had no service. In the middle of Bethesda. And the dude with Sprint had service. And that was also like two.
She's a Sprint fangirl. Yeah, I don't know why either. I was a Sprint customer back in the 90s.
Wait, so why would you have AT&T phone? Right.
Because Sprint didn't have the iPhone.
Where'd those balls go?